And well, which one is it? I'm so confused. Can y'all see me? Because I'm trying to find it on my goodbye page. I'm trying to. Can you guys see me? That's a great question because I can't. Because I know there's a delay, but I cannot see. Oh, here we go. Tripping. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope it doesn't go black. Because I changed my settings before I opened up another one. Okay, perfect. Yes. No problem, son. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Peach. Hey, mommy. Okay. So it looks like I have to check my settings before I make a StreamYard. But anyway, it's okay. It's cool. We're gonna move on. So if you are new here, my name is Brittany. I am your makeup artist, your beauty educator, all the things beauty that you can think of. I'm here for you, and we call this live the Makeup Lounge Live, and every Saturday at 8 p.m., unless we have technical difficulties, of course. Um, but yes, so tonight, hey Noe. So tonight, I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. So I was requesting what you guys would like to see. No one said anything, so I'll ask again in here. You just got home from church, period. Yes, it is a party. So I don't know. I'm free to do whatever you would like, just as long as I have it. Or we can, we can play. But if you're into learning about something tonight, not sure what we're going to learn tonight, but if you're into learning about something tonight, let me know what you are interested in learning, and we can dive right into it. Yes, please, everyone go like and subscribe. It's a party, period. It will always be a party. So, yeah. Um, like I said, I don't know what we're doing clown makeup. Girl, I'm not doing no clown makeup. Okay. Clown makeup because it is what? It is my birth month, and ultimately I just do be clowning. I don't really care for clowns. So I'm not the one to be doing clown makeup. Plus I don't have no, we're not doing that. I'll never get sick of seeing you do colorful looks with Vanessa Myers. Okay. Cute. We're gonna do something colorful. You are June Cancer. I'm not a horoscope guru, so I won't be able to answer that question for you. Let's see a natural look, Brittany. I feel like I do a lot of I've done a lot of natural looks, especially recently. A cut crease. I don't do cut creases, but however, we can fake a cut crease. A wing liner. Okay. Okay. Cute, cute. Let's figure this out. June 29th is your birthday. Okay, happy early birthday. All right, so let us jump into it. We shall see when we get there. What we doing? All right, hold on. I did makeup today, so a couple things are a little bit out of place. That's okay. We are going to knock this makeup out. How are you guys doing? As you guys all know, I always hop in the shower and do my skin prep or start the skin prep right after I shower, of course. Bring out the curved cases. Okay. I shall do that because I really like the curved cases. So yeah, most definitely. Okay, cool. So we have an idea. We are going to jump into what Old Faithful love to use. How about using pinks and purples? That's my favorite color, purple. Doing great. School is out. Yes. That's yes. Get y'all kids back. Yes. Love that for you guys. Yes. We don't want to see them all year round. Love the babies, but it's not. We need a break. Alrighty, so I'm using, I didn't even tell you guys what I use, I just showed you. I'm using Yummy Skin Glow Serum by Dennis Myrick's. This one is in Juice Boost, and this one is in Fresh Press. I love to use both of them because they're not super pigmented and they flow great with my skin. So yeah. I'm getting glammed up for a triple date dinner night. Ooh, that sounds fun. How was your weekend? How has your weekend been, Britt? Um, well, school is out, so I've been trying to relax here and there. Which, my kids are very calm and they, energize themselves. Which I love. Let's see what else. Uh, let's see. I was supposed to do my friend's makeup, but didn't end up doing it. There's just the time conflict because she has her business and therapist for teenagers. So she is starting her own practice basically. And so we were gonna do like an in-house photo shoot, and I was gonna do her makeup, fix her hair up and do something else, and then take her pictures as well. And then what else? Today, my sister got recognized for 25 years of service in her sorority. It's called a silver star. So we were there, supporting her and everything. Super excited for her. Yes, Kat, hubby got me some sexy dresses. So tonight I'm putting them to good use, as you should. um, it's good, especially if you are a people person. Oh God. All right, so I'm gonna put the Moisture Repair Balm Serum on my lips. And then I've been just doing business stuff, trying to well, not trying to. I've been revamping here and there as much as I can with the allotted time. And whatever like holes I have in my business, what I mean by holes is whatever I feel like I'm slacking in, then I'm really focusing on that the most. And so, if I want to see something change, I gotta change too. So yeah. That's amazing, Brittany. I remember we've discussed this about your sis. So happy for her. She's a beauty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be sure to tell her. She'll be super excited and happy. Okay, so, I'll show you my products as well. If you don't know, because I talked about it and didn't show you guys, I do have a skin line. So it's called Produit Natal. And the two products that I use before, well, three really. The three products that I use in the shower and after the shower, I use Le Natal cleansing milk. I should have just grabbed it. It's whatever. Le Natal cleansing milk, and that is a cleanser for the face. And it leaves the skin soft and supple, but it does remove debris, but it doesn't leave your skin feeling that tightness in the skin. So it leaves the skin super plump, as you can see. And then I follow up with Le Natal Moisture Mist. It says Violet Rose here, but this is my actual bottle. But I have Violet Rose as a scent, and the second one is lavender infused. And then this is our Old Faithful Shea Souffle. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And it's nice and creamy. It's perfect for anybody that experiences super dry skin, and also combination skin like me. Congratulations to your sister. Thank you. And it's hot as I don't know what in here. Hold on. Okay, I was burning up. Okay, so to get that out the way, there's nothing in the description box, so I'm going to type it in here. If you are interested or wanting to know more information about our line, I'm going to put it in here for you. How do I? Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Thank you, Paige. Alrighty, so did I make this smaller or what's happening? Oh no, that's how it is. Okay, so we're going to start off by getting the base because we're almost 30 minutes in with the interruption of the screen going black. So I'm using to correct, I'm using Dennis and Meyer's Vision Cream Cover. This is in TPO2. This is their orange corrector. And this is Dennis and Meyer's Vision Cream. This is just what I use, W07. Like I said before, the last live you didn't see. This is getting a tad bit dark on me. So I'm going to use it to correct, but then I'm going to mix it with another, I think it was like W06 that I mix it with, almost like half and half. Britt, I could always just the link in. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. So sorry. Sylvia, if the meal goes well, maybe hubby will get you those shoes too. Period. The meal goes well. Yes, Peach. I'm so used to, you can ask my mother. I'm so used to just doing it myself. Like I'm not thinking ahead as far as like somebody already has it for me. So my apologies. So I'm mixing the two together so it's not so super orange because I don't need it to be too orange. I just need it to have a tint of orange, if that makes any sense. Bruh. Oh, there we go. So mind you, I worn makeup this morning, so these brushes have been used today. So ignore, but but don't at the same time. Kat, he already wants me to get the shoes. It's me that's putting a stop to the purchase. Why are you putting a stop to the purchase? Hi, Tanya. Welcome in. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. All right. So I'm just getting the spots, of course. Always double check because your skin can do different things every time you put makeup on. As far as before you put makeup on, double check your skin to see if you have any scarring or if you've been picking your face, that kind of thing. So always double check that. I'm not worried about the super light scarring because they're going to get covered easily. It's the super dark ones that are going to shine through. Like these, I'm not really worried about. This, yes. Well, Sylvia, after the meal and workout you're having tonight, you're gonna need new shoes, period. I'm stopping the purchase because I hardly ever wear heels anymore, Brittany. So I'm trying to decide, do I really need it? I mean, that was a topic of discussion today because um, heels were, I was wearing heels too today. And I'm like, bro, the last time I wore heels, and I used to wear heels all the time. And, especially after having 3 kids, I've turned into a flat chick as far as feet is concerned. And you got to relearn how to walk in heels again. So I understand exactly what you mean. But like on special occasions, Whip them heels out, girl. Stop playing. I'm pretty sure that, especially because he wants you to get it. Yeah, he wants to see you in heels. You wear heels at least 4 days a week. See, the way that my feet would be buckling. And then you're stating you're doing your lawyer duties. So and you have to stand. Do you stand a lot when you are in court? Cause baby, the way my feet would have been a buckle. I'm telling you, I have to like literally relearn to walk in heels again. It's really crazy. I mean, for the most part, I know how to walk in heels, but it's just been so long. My feet are like, girl, what are you doing? I love me a weird and unique shoe heel though. Me too. I love an out of the box heel. That's what I kind of wore today. It's a Steve Madden shoe. I wish I had it like near me. I'll show you guys, but it's a Steve Madden shoe basically, and it has a flower print, and then it has gems all over. Really cute. It's a pump. Super cute. And I think I have two of those in that type of collection. And I really do love them. I just haven't, I think I've worn those one time. Yeah, today. Or maybe another time. I can't remember. I'm just mixing and mingling. So that's why my head is down. You were wondering. So yeah. Hold please. I'm mixing. Um, let's see. I need to see these braids. You want me to go grab them? Brit, you're gonna kill me, but I ran marathon in heels. Some heels just do be that good. You ran a marathon? Girl, what you running from? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yes, so I need to make sure they're comfortable. I understand because you can't think straight if your toes are like in them shoes. Ooh, oh my gosh. Bless y'all, I used to wear heels like that. Yes, my mom used to wear heels down just like me. Same Brit, I'm constantly running around and travel for work. So it's like when I do really have the time and can my feet handle them anymore, right? Brit, I can imagine you running. I get them park them, wear them twice in a while, right? I sadly can't get crazy with my heels. No, I literally signed up for a marathon and ran it in heels. What? I had to get surgery on 4 of my toes because of the damage to them my heels were causing. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me get the heels real quick because I know you guys aren't gonna let that go. Hold on 1 second. I'm just putting the what is this? The foundation color on my face. Hold on. Okay, let's see what you guys saying. All right, so this is the shoe. So these are the Steve Madden shoes, really cute. They come in pumps, and then there's another one. It's more like a strappy type of heel. So this is what it is. This is what I mean by like the flower print is underneath, and then it has like gems all over the shoe. Yes. I think my mom bought me the collection. It's this one and another one that's kind of like kind of like this. I think the other one is in the box. But I think my mom bought me these. She was like, "You like these?" I think these were at Macy's. I think it had to be Macy's. And then yeah, so they have this one, the pump, and like the little strap over. So, and I love the opening on the other side. So it doesn't look like this on the other side. It looks like this. Super cute. Um, yeah. You love them. I know. I'm a sucker for heels, especially heels that stand out. Like I love heels that stand out. I have both, you know, solids and whatever, but heels that stand out. Now, Noel, why have you found yourself better heels? You love them. Aw. The pitfalls of having an atheistic ex is that I did have to sign up for at least 2 atheistic events a year. I didn't even know they had events. Wasn't fun and wouldn't recommend, but I did it so y'all don't have to. I would never. I would never. Not even a Christian event. I would not be running no heels. Are you kidding me? Let's see. And can go with so many outfits, right? The dress that I wore, so off topic, but the dress that I wore is a red lace dress, and it's fitted and then it goes down all the way to the knees. So it's really cute. And it comes up on the lace comes up on the neck and it flares out a little bit on the what I call these elbows. What are these? Shoulders. Those would look good with the pair of earrings too, Brett. Right. What did I wear? I wore like these little cage gold earrings that had pearls inside of them. A whole moment. Yes, yeah, my mom has the same shoes. That is true. I forgot. Oh, it was it was supposed to be athletic, not atheistic. I was like, bro, when they do that? I was like, bro, what are they wanting for? What's their purpose? Oh my gosh, Lord. Mm-mm. Yeah, nobody can make me sign up for nothing either. If I'm not doing, I'm not doing it. You can drag somebody else. That's so funny. Alrighty. Let's see. Bro. I was like atheistic. What on? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm spraying my brush with the Lunathal Moisture Mist. Haven't done it on a live yet, but like I've been telling you guys, I typically do it when I'm doing makeup. Where's the mirror? Okay. So yeah, I was like, bro, what in the world? Running from the church if it was atheistic. Listen. Yeah, running from that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, who are they running from? And heels at that. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm-mm. They're going to be running for forever. Oh, Lord. That was so funny. Laughing so hard, this thing is creasing. Well, I'm not too worried about it now. Oh, Lord. That was so funny. Thank you, Peach. I needed that. Oh, I forgot to put on my little mustachio. Cat makes us laugh without even trying. Don't bring Jesus into this. They're already running for this bread. Wait, they're already running from this bread, right? I know. Oh my God. It's they're gonna be running for their life. If you know, you know, like because we believe that God is omnipresent. So you'll be running for your life at this point. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny if they actually have something like that. Oh my goodness. I can't. I'm just covering up what are these? The color correcting spots. Got me losing my train of thought. Too funny. All right, I'm gonna quickly slap this on. All right, almost 8:40, cackling and stuff. Love that for us. I need to Google this now. If there's an event, maybe need to spectate it. I don't. I'm pretty sure there are events. They're just not. Actually, I do know there are events. It's just not. I don't think they have something like a running event, but I could be wrong. Shoot, they might. They might have a running event. All right, just slapping this on and making sure it's blended. All right, everyone has a running event. Now, listen, as long as the people are running and they are tackling their health, hey, run for your life. You feel me? I'm going to put this underneath whatever's left on the brush to kind of not mute out the orange. Well, I guess you can say that. Kind of tone it down a bit with the foundation color that I chose. So I don't have to really correct it again when I'm using like the highlight color. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Some on my nose. I didn't put any extra on. I'm just whatever is left on the brush. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Now we're gonna go for a lighter color. I saw a run for couch potatoes event poster the other day. I don't think anyone signed up, but it's there. So people who couch potatoes, like so people who don't do anything, like don't leave the house kind of thing. They did a run for them. Interesting. I mean, I can see why they didn't sign up. They didn't leave the house. Participants couldn't get off the couch. Exactly. Because what makes you think they were going to join if they can't get off the couch? What? Come on now. That was common sense. But, here we are. All right. So I put my mixture, the highlight mixture on my face. I am putting it on now, slapping it on there. I'm not going to come all the way up to the under eyes, so I'm not putting too much underneath there. Like this, that's enough, more than enough for that area. Probably. Probably Sylvia to taunt them. That's funny. But how are they taunting? How would they taunt them, but they don't get up? Oh, what was that? What the heck? The heck just came from my nose. Hold on. Get my light together. Over here giving our peep show with my nose. Um, yeah, like I said, how would they leave the couch? And how would they be taunted if they can't leave the couch? At this point, they don't even care. As you all know, I do the typical oval in the center to keep the skin to keep the face balanced. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Love the complexion so far, Britt. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Okie dokie. I'm gonna spray the brush one more time with my mist to blend. Brittany, I swear your makeup application style is soothing. It reminds me of how an artist paints their canvas. Oh, ooh, I like that. Trying to gas people up. Thank you so much, Sylvia. But yes, I used to draw. So it stemmed from that. That makes anything, if that makes any sense. Now, the funny thing, now my son wants me to teach him like tips and tricks and stuff like that of drawing. So I've been doing that since the summer started for them. So and that just I don't know, it warms my heart because I'm like, I did not know like one of my kids were gonna be, into drawing like that, Spreading well, covering good. Yes, and amen, Tanya. Um, Mommy says she's an artist first. Yes. I only say what's true. I don't just hand out compliments and loyalty. Honestly, that's definitely you, Sylvia. For sure. Yes, and I sent y'all Super Ray Dizzle's YouTube channel for that. Oh, you did? I think you DM'd it to me. I gotta look back because I actually forgot. And I really want him to look at that channel. When I was younger, my parents hired an artist to come over on Saturdays to teach us to paint on canvas. That's dope. That's really cool. Like I said, that was more than enough. Probably too much. That's okay though. We're gonna keep blending. 2 months ago? Mm, my bad, Peach. I still remember the tip she gave me. You better have remember if they paid. And you're putting it to use. There you go. You're putting it to use doing makeup for others and for your channel. That's the Makeup Forever brush. No, this is Danessa Myricks Yummy Face 1.0 brush. It's a synthetic brush. Synthetic. But it's soft though, which is a first. Well, not a first, I lie. Because usually synthetic brushes in general, they're not known to be as soft, if that makes any sense, until you find one that's really soft. So her brushes are soft. I like Sephora brushes as well. It does look like a Makeup Forever brush though, because of the color. So yeah, I can see how that looks like it. Oh, Peach, I just saw your DM about it. So I will let him know if he's still awake tonight. It blended so smoothly. Love using this brush. They have a smaller version too that can fit underneath the eyes. I'm not sure if it's shaped this way. I believe so. My mom has it because she purchased it for herself. And she uses it if she's doing like concealer. I think she also uses it for blush, but for sure, I believe whenever she's putting concealer on, she uses it for that. But this, I love using this. I got this and I was like, ooh, hands down. Such a good brush. Okay, so I know you guys mentioned, well, Peach mentioned for me to use the curve cases. So we're going to go ahead and use it. I need another case for this. This is ghetto. Um, so the curve cases I have are, this is the medium curve case. And I'll show you the inside. This is from Made by Mitchell. And if you're not a mixer, if you are like, I don't mix, I just want my colors to be there, you can still use this. But if you are a mixer, this is even better for you. Yeah, if you don't see yourself using all these colors, it's not gonna be cost effective for you. I'm gonna be completely real. So if you're looking at it, you're like, I'm not using all of that, don't get it. Don't waste your money. Yeah, just don't waste your money. But if you see yourself using at least all of them, if not more than half, then I would say get it. But yeah, child, if you are not a mixer, if you don't see yourself using all those colors, don't get it. You're just wasting a bunch of product for what? And this one is deep curve case. So this is it here. It's super pretty. I'm probably gonna also use the colors up here as well on my cheeks and play around with that. Tanya says she's not a mixer. I understand that. Do you have the new pastel palette? No, because when I wanted to get it, it was sold out. I have both, Brittany. I use this one more. You have these curve cases, mommy? You didn't tell me that. Or do you mean something else? Also, Britt, I got the master curve cases again after your live. They should come soon. Ooh, please show me. I think they have more squares with the master one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Peach. Oh, the brushes. Yes, you have them both. Yes, I remember you buying them. Brittany, what's the big deal about MBM? Why is this brand so popular? Because of TikTok or what? Made by Mitchell? Um, I feel like TikTok has made it bigger because they do so many deals on TikTok, only for TikTok. So, which is great. But I think it's also a big deal because how inclusive the brand is. It's inclusive and it's also pro forward. So, for example, a regular consumer would not buy something like this, not for foundations and no. because like I said, this is a lot of products. Like, look how much product is inside of here and look how many colors you get. That's not really consumer focused. Although consumers do grab other products from him. He doesn't only have cases like this. Um, for example, he has blushes and they come singles, etc. So this is more, it's giving both pro forward and consumer forward as well. But this eye catching, it's colorful, it's vibrant, and it's also inclusive with colors too. So somebody that's super dark can also wear colors, and his colors show up like as is. So that's what I would say why it's so popular. But definitely TikTok, because he does discounts on there for TikTok only, and he also does mystery packages for certain people. So yeah. You never heard of them till right now? I have quite a few products from them. Oh, you're not on TikTok. I didn't learn about them on TikTok though. I learned about them on Instagram. Not your eye rolling back, Sylvia. The master cases are divided into one blush, and it's all the blushes from the case collection, and one that's all the bronzer and contour shades from the cases. See, that's what I want. Because if there's more to this, I would want all of that. Which is the format I prefer? Yeah, me too. But when I saw the cases, I couldn't get it at that moment. But I didn't know it was all of them from the collection. Had I known, then I would jump on that first. Or I waited for them to be waited for me to get them. I agree that the products are very convenient for MUAs. He's an MUA himself, so that makes sense. Exactly. There's also a lip case, but I'm holding off for now. I saw that. I don't know if the lip cases are also a part of the curve case collection. I think they are. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But yeah, they're great. They're great products. I'm telling you. Super pigmented, highly pigmented, and he's super sweet, down to earth. Oh, I was doing the curve case. That's what I was doing. All right, so I'm pulling from the medium and the deep curve cases. Because you know me, I love to mix and mingle. So that's what we're gonna do. I would get a lip case, maybe even a blush case, but not complexion. I can understand the blush and the lip because you can play around with that. That makes more sense as a consumer. But this, no, probably not. The curve cases are for mixing, so they have lips, blushes, and contour bronzer formulas. Right. And that's what makes it pro forward because you get so much in just, you know, in one case, you know? Yo, what the heck was I doing? Oh, I was grabbing products. Alrighty, so I'm gonna dip into this one from the medium palette. And yeah, majority of the clients that I have done and do, I always mix. Always. It's never like a dull moment that I don't mix. And I'm talking about everything. I mix. Sometimes I mix eyeshadows together, lip. I could be pulling from anything. So when someone asks me, "Oh, what did you use?" I don't know. The one thing I can probably remember is the eyeshadows by just looking at them and where they might have came from. But as far as pinpointing exactly what they're called, oh no. I'm sorry, you may not get that from me. But that's the beauty of being an artist. You can customize it, you know what I'm saying? Customize it and make it customizable for your client. So no two people are the same or, you know, that cookie cutter kind of look. All right, so I am going to actually use my finger. Let's see. Highlighter is coming next, I think, this year, and then foundation and concealer cases are coming in 2027. I believe he's talked about expanding the range. And you know, the not funny thing, but his range is really good now. So imagine, but he hasn't set a date. Something, this is blocking it. He hasn't set a date for when they're dropping. I'm skipping foundation in case when that drops though. Okay. Yeah. Because I have also the color case, and I think this one is called the Essentials. So this is like your foundation, your concealer, your contour, your bronzer kind of thing. So uh this one is a bit drier than the curve case as far as like the formula, how the formula reads. So all right, let me focus. I'll jump back in. This is more, what is this? What kind of tone is that? Yeah, this is more like your bronzing tone. So I'm going to put it up here. Up here. That is so pretty. And I love the way that it grips the skin. It's not drying. I love products like that because I can manipulate it however I want to. That's why I love working with creams. I'm just using my finger for now because it was just convenient. It's there. I'm gonna put some by my nose area. Okay, and then I'm going to blend her down. Good job. Same brush that I was using before for foundation. I'm going to go in and blend that upward into the skin. Let's see. I think this is peach. I'll show you when they show up. I got the master case bundle he had because it was the same as getting blush master case and master complexion case together. Okay. So that would be more like, not saying that the curve cases won't be kit because they're in my kit right now actually, but those master cases, oh yeah, if I can have it all in one, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? Just to consolidate for consolidating purposes. You guys, I miss doing beauty full time. I'm telling you. Like, so I'm trying my best to really, talk about what I do to people, what I do to people. Well, basically networking is what I'm saying. How I'm trying to do better with networking because a lot of people really don't know what I do, and they're so shocked as far as me telling them what it is that I do. And yeah, y'all didn't tell me I had this spot down here that I didn't cover. That's okay though. I can go back. Just gonna dip into it right now. So I am, you know, just praying and believing for that to actually come to pass. What was I? I'm blending this out. Probably can hear my daughter. Who knows why she's crying? Who knows? I'm adding a little bit more on this side so it can match the pigmentation over here a bit. Okay, then I'm taking the mixture that I made. It's more on the cool side. And I don't even know why I took that much out because I'm not going to use that much. But I'm just going to go in the hollows of my cheek. Make sure that's not too cool. Yeah, that's fine. You don't want it to be too gray that you looking ghostly. But if you are contouring, if that's what you choose to do, it needs to have some coolness to it. But do you have to contour? No, you don't. You can choose. You can do both, or you could do one over the other. So I'm just placing that carefully around my hairline, and then I'll blend it out. And the curve cases, they blend out really nicely too. As you know, I'm not taking this too far down, so I'm not looking crazy. Because you don't want it to look masculine if that's not what you're looking for. As I always say, you're just going to adjust to however you prefer to look. I am going to blend it upward into the cheekbone area, not down, because if I go down, the darkness is just going to follow. So I'm going to blend upward into the cheek to help chisel the cheek. And it should look like a shadow. It shouldn't look like mud. Okay. So if it starts to look like mud, that means that it's way too cool for you. So you can always, if that does happen, you're working with cream, you can always just go back over it with your foundation color and kind of mute it down a little bit. And then you can go back over it with a little bit of bronzer and it should mellow it out. And then if you're scared, just know that majority of the products that are on the market are very buildable unless it says differently. Just go in a little bit at a time and layer your products instead of really just going in all at once. Layering saves lives. Love the brush and blend technique. Thank you, mommy. If you notice, I don't contour my nose. I just use bronzer and leave it at that because as you can see, the shadow is not as dark as underneath my cheekbone. So that's the reason why I don't do it. But you could do it if you want. But I don't want my nose to look muddy, to come off muddy, you know? So, yes, please like and subscribe as you pop in. Thank you, mommy. All right. So, as you know, the little demarcation lines, so what I'm going to do is take the same brush, kind of wipe it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to blend from the inside out. Wait, hold on. I can share exactly what's in the bundle. It's on my receipt. Okay, perfect. So I'm just taking and moving some of that product to help blend that line demarcation some. And, and then the same thing on this side. And of course you want to pounce and not drag because you don't want to take off the makeup. You just want to bring it over just a tad bit. And then same thing here. So from the center, I'm going to come up and blend around that hairline. If there was like a demarcation line over here. So that when you're looking at the face, it's in unison, right? Okay. I don't know what color I'm gonna hop into. But I'm gonna go with the color case and let it tell me what I should do. Oh no, no, I lie. Noelle wants me to do purples and pinks, so that's what we shall do. I'm finding one. These are pretty. Let's do. Hmm. Do you guys like this hot pink right here? That would be pretty. I'm trying to think. So I want to do like. I think I'm gonna do like this soft. It's coming off orange. It's not really that orange. It's almost like terracotta in a way, and with this pink in the back. Let's do it. Okay, so or I can do like this terracotta, and then this soft pink with this pink. Ah, we're gonna mix and mingle up in this mug. Yes, okay. All right, so let's do it. So it's this pink here, and then mixing it with this little terracotta situation. That's pretty. So I'm gonna put that. I can't see. Hold on. I'm gonna put that in the front. I'm just gonna put 2 dabs over here, and then blend it out some. Add a little bit more. Doop, 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 doop. Yes. You want that to be a little bit more pigmented. So I just grabbed some more product. I'm gonna blend it with my finger. And then that is almost blending into my skin. That's okay. That's cute. And then we're going to grab this hot pink from the deep case. This is a hot pink. Like, look how vibrant that is. That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna put that. Look how, ooh, yes, God. We're gonna put that right hither. Took some more of that, press into the skin. And then I just use that to distribute. And then I'm going to use the brush, nothing on the brush, just to blend it out. But I'm going to tap though. And then remember when we put that soft pink and that terracotta color together? So I'm going to blend that into each other as far as like marry the two together. And then I'm just gonna fix this blend a little bit. So it blends into the skin nicely. That is so pretty. Hey Jamie, welcome. And we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. We're gonna blend the two that where it meets. And then blend this out. I like to come up a little bit over here close to my temples. It just gives me more, for me and my face shape, it gives a lifted look. No, I missed your live stream. I think it's a replay. Peach, I saw your message about the Kirk cases. That's pretty. Just making sure it's balanced. Did you end up getting something? Mac root for me? No, I haven't gone to the store. Or actually, I would rather get it online only because I can easily use my pro discount. even though I can use it in store as well, but doing the same thing and just blending from the inside out. So get rid of that slight demarcation line. Yeah, I just did. Wait, hold on. I saw the replay, left a comment too. I think, did I comment back? I have to check. I think there was a comment I didn't get to yet. Yes, I just sent the names of everything included. Appreciate you, Peach. Okay. Cute. All right, so we're gonna base the color with that. We're done with the curve cases and all the creams for now. And so I'm gonna take it off my hands. And then we shall set. We're gonna set with the Dermablend loose setting powder because we are officially out of, I think I have another evolution powder because I always keep backup, especially of that. So yeah, but it's all the way in my closet. And who is going to grab it right now? Not me. Not I. So this is out. Well, there's a little bit left, but not enough for me to snatch a full face. But this is almost out. That's how much I have left. So I'm going to blend the two. This is Dermablend. This is very well used in the industry. I'm telling you now. And I believe OSA has like an annual discount every year for them. And that's when I literally stock up. I don't buy it throughout the year. That's the only time I stock up on Dermablend powders. So yeah, look, I can't even get a lot out. So that's that with this. Okay, as you know, I'm setting the brush, getting the brush prepped and ready to go. So when I'm ready to set, it's ready for me. All right, and then so I usually have two brushes in my hands or a powder velour brush. Hey, Licia. I would recommend just getting his stick collection if you want all the contours and bronzers that badly, though. I have, is it stick? No, they look like the blushes, but they're in this form. So, I mean, they are blushes, but they're more like your contour colors. No, I mean the bronzing colors. So, yeah. Does anyone remember OCC? I do. I do. I had something from them. I think they carry like lipsticks. I think they had lipsticks at one point. I can't remember. Okay, press and roll. Read up a few comments, break. Context is key. Okay, hold on. So you can't get both extra large curve cases. What? Hold on. La 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 la. One thing is sold out and the bundle isn't there anymore. Ah, that's ghetto. Oh, okay. I understand your comment now. All right. You load up this brush again. Okie dokie. I'm going to mend the wet products back together again. You know, because, you know, we're talking and moving around. Creases are going to form. Pressing and rolling underneath the eye. You can always go back if you feel like you didn't have enough, which I feel like I didn't have enough, to make sure it's reinforced. Yes. I wonder whatever happened to them, OCC. They just like disappeared. Literally. Also, the bundle was around 180 together, so it would, if it ever comes back, grab it. How many products you get with the bundle? Okay, we won't ask. I'm just lightly putting the powder on the rest of the face. And then I'm mending back my forehead together, especially if you have severe dry skin. It's going to settle into those fine lines. So make sure you do press the product back into the skin and then set. You don't want to set fine lines. It's not your friend. Um, let's see. A lot of people were wearing red, and I clearly didn't get the memo. You're at the festival? Even if I did, I don't think I own a single red thing. Oh, like clothes. Got you. They don't exist anymore, but known for their lip tars and even pigments and glitters. I have to look. But I'm pretty sure I had like their lip products. Something with lips. Something. That I can remember. But yeah, they were here and they are not here at the same time. Okie dokie. Now we're going into powders. We're going to go ahead and powder this face down before we move on. Okay, we're doing medium deep and we're also doing not that. Where is it? Here we go. Where is the other one? Where's my blend? Medium deep. 10. Yeah. So we're doing a macaroni skin finish in medium deep for the inner parts. And it looks like a piece of hair. And then we're also doing dark tan on the outer parts. So this is dark tan. And this one is medium deep. It's just a tad bit lighter than dark tan. So medium deep, I'm stopping it like right in here. I'm putting dark tan on the outer edge. Skin looking, hold on. Can't see. Oh, fire theme. Oh, okay, okay. If you count it by what's bundled on his website, together still is 7 items, but expanded into individual items is around 30-ish products, 16 of which being brushes. Okay. No, the bundle does make sense, but I have to see like what's in the bundle for me to get everything, if that makes any sense. Because I'm like, I don't want to spend something I might not use. Is it for the church's actual birthday or the inception of Pentecost? Skin looking gorgeous, Brit. Thank you. Upper room experience. Period. I sent the receipt by what's still bundled in case you were gonna purchase it set by bundle. Set bundle by bundle. Okay. Why am I blurry? Okay, there we go. All right. So medium. Just a tiny bit on the chin. Not too much. Ooh, I didn't mean to go on the outer part like that. And then medium, I'm sorry, dark tan. I look juiced up tonight because I've been drinking water. Because remember I told you, I don't know if everybody was on, but the last time, last Saturday, I couldn't really drink as much water because I had a cut on my tongue and it's healed now. So I've been like lapping up water. Bruh, because my skin was not doing this last week. Oh my goodness. On live, it was fine by that time. But when I went to do graduation duty the day before, it was not looking cute. It looked fine for everybody else, but me knowing how my face would look on a typical basis, it just wasn't. I said, okay. So your health, oh my goodness, your skin will show you what your health actually looks like. I'm telling you. Okay, let's see. That Dermabin powder would tell you what your skin looking like too if you don't use it right. Just saying. Okay, now I'm using dark deep for just certain areas of the face. I'm trying to keep in mind not to powder too much of the blush because I don't want it to like kind of erase the color, if that makes any sense. So I'll keep putting it over the chin area. Because y'all know I don't like a beamy chin. All right. Okay. What are we doing next? Bronzer. It's not good. All right, that. This is so random, but does anyone have any favorite shows? I do. Um, I do. What's it called? Crap. Of course, I love The Office, but that's not what I was thinking of. I love The Office. That's like hands down my show. I'm using CoverGirl Queen bronzer. Let's see. The Office and Bridgerton. I love Bridgerton. Oh my lord. I will binge watch that much. I can watch it over and over and over again, literally. Love Bridgerton. Ugh. Let's see what else. What we're watching right now is Landman, and we need to catch up on Landman actually, but that's a really good it's a really good show. That's good too. What else? What type of show? I guess any type of show, really. She didn't say specifically. But let's see. Old school shows, Martin, A Different Worlds, um, Moesha, a little bit of Moesha. Not too much, but a little bit. I just know Brit would eat up Gossip Girl. It's so similar to I actually used to watch Gossip Girl now that you said that. I didn't watch all the shows, all the episodes, but Gossip Girl, I used to kiki with Gossip Girl. Ooh, they was going through it. But yeah, I actually like Gossip Girl. But would I watch it again? Probably not. Because I was just in a different headspace watching Gossip Girl. I was like in high school, I think. So I'm not really that person. So, hmm. But Bridgerton, baby, listen. Well, Bridgerton is just as gossipy as Gossip Girl. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just a different kind of vibe. If that makes any sense. This is I'm putting MAC Film Noir. They're departed. This is MAC Film Noir. It's a blush. I use it as a contour powder, and then this is CoverGirl Clean bronzer. Okay, so Bridgestone. Not sure what that is. I think I've heard of. I think I've heard you guys say it one other time, Bridgestone, but I don't watch Bridgestone. My dad plays tennis with Rain Wilson. I wish I know who that was, but he sounds very important. um, okay. I'm getting a blending brush, going back to CoverGirl Clean Bronzer, and I'm just reinforcing um, the bronzer I put on my nose. Remember, I don't contour my nose, so I don't want it to look muddy in my case. So I just put bronzer to chisel my nose. My sister recommended me Last of Us with Pedro Pascal or Pascal. Wait, Pascal. And the first season was so good. Haven't seen the second one yet. Modern Family, American Housewives, RPDR, I'm not sure what that is, SpongeBob, and a few others. I just can't choose. That's supposed to say Bridgerton, but autocorrect made it Bridgestone. Oh, Dwight from The Office. he be Dwight boy, he be going, he takes himself through things. I'm telling you. He be getting on my nerves, but ooh, Dwight. Okay. All right. So we are ready to play in some color. Let's get this oil off my eyelids. Okay. So we're gonna take that off. Take it off, take it off. And okay, so you guys want to see a cut crease with purple. Let me see what I have color fix. So let's lay some color fix down. And I have Wild Orchid. So I forgot they look differently. And I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to put Danessa Meyer Exploring Balm Powder in Universal. I'm going to put that on my eyelids. Since I'm using Color Fix, that's the only thing I'll use on my eyelids for now. Because Color Fix just does the job. Sure, and I haven't done a cut crease in, like, that's not what I typically do. I've done one before last year. I think I was pregnant. I did like a half cut crease. And why not? I got colors to play with. Let me see. I have Wild Orchid. This is purple, of course. This is Lilac. Who? Lilac Flame. These are the metals, liquid metals. This is metallic. This is liquid metal. I'm pulling out the ones that focuses on the colors that Noe wants. So I have the, which one is this one? This is Venus. This is her. This is Latte. It's like a nudish mauve pink. Let's see here. This is Rock Candy. What else that has that kind of reflects? This is Love Spell. This is Love Spell here. Let's see. Which one am I? This is Crazy for You. This is all Danessa Meyer's, by the way. This is like her Color Fix and her Twin Flames. These are Twin Flames. So this is Love for You. I kind of go to, that's so pretty. And then this is Love Spell. What are you guys saying? Not the colors no one wants. What you mean? Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, you talking about the show? Okay. The tier systems are confusing. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Not the colors no one wants. I'm loving this bracket system. Normally not a fan of one of the seasons. Oh, okay, you're talking about the show. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lay down Wild Orchid as a base. And then we'll figure it out what we're gonna do on top. Or, let's see. You love the liquid shadows from Half Magic Beauty. Okay, I've never heard of them. Now you're gonna have me turning my little thingy things. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. Give me just a second. Ooh, I also have VIP or just VIP dried out. I think VIP dried out, kind of. Yeah, it kind of dried out a little bit. I don't feel like waking it up. So get into Half Magic Beauty. No, get into Half Magic Bread. I just never heard of it. Nobody's really, well, from what I see on my end, nobody talks about it. So I guess once I start looking it up, that's when it'll start popping up out of nowhere. Oh, this is Petals. Okay, so we're going to which one do you guys want to see a cut crease of? Do you want like a darker cut crease, like Wild Orchid? This is Rock Candy. That's more like a silver purple. This is Petals. This is like a pinkish gold. This is Love Spells, Twin Flames. Like, which one y'all want? This is Venus. You want like a lighter version of a cut crease, like a half cut crease, or you want like a dark cut crease? Which I want. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. Half Magic is a brand from the makeup artist from show Euphoria. Okay, I've heard of Euphoria. Okay, nobody not saying nothing. So I'm gonna choose for y'all. Let's do dark purple cut crease. Why don't you use the dark for the outer part of the cut crease and a light color on the center, a halo cut crease. Dark purple, both. Yeah, both. Dark purple and dark purple and the rose in the center. Okay. So what we're gonna do, because it is color fix, it does dry down very fast. So this is Petals and this is Venus. Which y'all want in the center? Petals, Venus. Which one? Or do you want me to do both? Venus. Okay. So we'll rock with Venus. Venus. Ooh, a lot of people are saying Venus. Okay, perfect. Both again. Put it against the purple. It'll go with the purple either way. You see, this is Wild Orchid. It'll go with the purple. This is Venus. And then this one is Petals. I think Venus, it has a purple hue in Venus. That's pretty. This one is more golden, so it's more of a contrast. Gradient cut crease. Okay. Builds up that dimension. That's the goal. So let me go ahead and... Now, I've never done a center cut crease, so this shall be interesting. Let me get something to cut it with. Hold on. Okay, we shall use this brush. Okay, so these color fixes, if you don't know, this is by Vanessa Maris. They do dry down very fast, so you got to make sure you know what you're trying to do with them before you take them out. I think this is the Venus is a foil. So I don't know if it's gonna give me like a true cut crease. But we're gonna put it in the center. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna give me a true cut crease. I can see by how it's laying. That's gonna piss me off. But that's okay though. So this is almost like think of a topper. So this is more so like a topper, but we'll put that in the center here anyway, and I'll try to straighten it up as much as possible. Yeah. Like, see, this is a foil. So it's more like a topper, now that I'm noticing it. So it's not exactly gonna give you that cut crease look. So what I should have done is laid down a solid first and then put that on top. Hold on. Let's take it off. And then put a solid down. Okay, so I'm gonna grab latte to do that gradient effect in the center. So that would be a little bit better to top it with, if that makes any sense. And then it's also by Dennis Merrick's. I'm going to grab something that's a little bit sharper. All right, I'm letting that dry down just a tad. And then let me see this one. Actually, I'm not gonna let it dry down too much because I want Venus to stick. Yeah, it's well, Venus is a topper, so what's underneath is really opaque. I mean, both of them are pretty opaque, but if you're trying to do a cut crease, you need to put something solid down, which I should have done first. So that's why I had to take it off and do it again. So I'm being careful of where I'm placing Venus so it doesn't go over that cut crease, that line. I don't care if it comes over here. That's not my problem. It's more so going over that top line. For those thicker foil eye products, I like using a liner brush to get close to the top without going over. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's still giving me a straight edge. It's just a little bit thicker. It's fine. It works. Because I have the liner brush, I just didn't want to use it again when it has that product on there. So if I just get as close as possible. Okay. You like it. Silence is keep writing. No kidding. Love it. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna move on. I am going to do wild orchid. You can use I'm gonna do the same thing and put because it's not a topper, but I do want it to have some kind of depth underneath it. So I'm gonna go in with I think I have some kind of family of purple somewhere. Oh, please. Yeah. Whoa. Why did it break off like that? That's okay. Sure, don't know where this purple is coming from. It's from some palette, but let's see. Yeah, it's from some palette. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use a blending brush like this one. And it's just a matte purple, like nothing too special. Look is looking. It's more like a trust the process look, but it's okay. I am going to carefully blend it into what I have down so far. And this will be like the prep for the wild orchid, if that makes any sense. Me, if it's a cut crease, I like to have like bronzer on the outer edge. So I'm gonna do that when I'm done with laying the colors down. What brush am I using? It's just a Morphe, nothing too special. Morphe M505 brush. It's one of their bigger, fluffier brushes. If you can see that. And then I'm gonna go in with the it's a more tapered blending brush from them. I believe it's by them. Could be. To pinpoint where I want that darkness to go. You hear my daughter, I'm sorry. She's fighting her sleep, it sounds like. Okay, and then this is the brush I was referring to. This is Morphe M433. So it's a bit more tapered for this brush, which is the M441. It's longer, but it's still tapered than the other one. It's not as fluffy. The first one was an M505 brush. It's a rounder, not as tapered as the white one. So it's from Morphe as well. I love the new Morphe brushes, the angle cheek one for cream products. The ones are silver synthetic bristles. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna follow up. Okay. I didn't have anything on this brush. I'm just blending the edges. So it has more of a gradient effect. So, because when I laid down the wild orchid, I might not be able to do that. So just doing it now. Kind of covering that space, which I'm going to do with the bronzer anyway. I'm just kind of prepping for it now. Okay, cool. Same off. That's okay though. Okay, so now we're going to jump into Wild Orchid. I'm going to use the tapered blending brush to do that. Because I want the purple to be a little bit more airy than highly pigmented. I mean, it's still going to be pigmented, but not as much. So I'm working it into the brush before I apply it. And like I said, with color fix, you gotta move fast. Can't be playing around and stuff. And I'm just blending that demarcation line while blending Wild Orchid at the same time, kind of pushing it towards center a bit. And doing the same thing for the inner part of the eye, making sure I don't forget to blend, tap and blend two color fixes, the line. I just love how, like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the gradient effect is giving another color. Love that. Love that so much. Okay, then the other side. I can't see. Oops. I'm just adding where I feel like it needs to be more dimensional. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Morphe been on a good run recently with their launches. I need to see what else they have. Like what they well, can't talk today. What they've been launching so I can get some because their brushes are as far as like for pro, um for like kid friendly, it's definitely kid friendly for sure. Hands down. Okay, I'm just grabbing Ebony bronzer, the bronzer I was using on my face. I'm just mirroring it up here. I'm going above that cut crease in the center so I don't erase it, if that makes any sense. So I still want some type of blend up here so it doesn't look like it's cut all the way through. It's only should be cut in the center. That's it. So I am creating some dimension up here. I'm avoiding the center. That's pretty. And that color fix is not going anywhere. If you never tried um Danessa Myrick's color fix, please do. Oh my goodness. Especially if you're not afraid of color and you want something to be waterproof and don't move. That's what you want. The new cream blushes are fire too. Okay, see now. Don't do that. Right, Kat? I love their new Cloud Press powder. Is an affordable dupe for the Hourglass and Beyond powders. Listen, gorgeous. Thank you, Noe. Okay, cute. I'm going to slap on these brows. I'm going to use Oldie But Goodie. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in chocolate, and I also have it in granite. I use chocolate as my overall color situation, and then I use granite to give me like a blend, more of like a dimensional blend. So that's how I like to use these two brow wizzes. Grab the brush that fell. All right. I like the request because it does take you it can take you out your comfort zone, something that you normally don't do. And you get to play. Why not? So I like to underline underneath my brow. And then the top, I don't carve it out too much. I just start to feather the top, if that makes any sense. And I start lightly filling in. The Morphe bronzers are fire. I know they're old, but they're a dupe for my pat. Don't play with me on those. I have their well, I don't know what happened to their powders, where I put them. Hmm. Or do I? They're somewhere, child. Oh no, the powders are right there. Their powders are really, I like their powders a lot. Um, their powders, they're not too mattifying. They're just like enough mattification that I like on my clients. So yeah, I just need to get more colors. I think I have one, two, three, 4, 5. I have 5 colors from them. Ohema on YouTube made me check out Morphe again, and the cloud powder and brushes are amazing for the price. Also heard good things about their blushes and stick bronzer contour. Okay. 10 o'clock. We are almost done. The fact that you compared them to Pat says a lot. So I wonder, does do their bronzers go dark? Like darker than me? I don't think I've really stared at their bronzers like that for me to remember. This is granite. I also like to outline the bottom of granite as well, just to give it some contrast so it can stand out. You're looking from afar, you don't want your brows to blend into your face. And I used to do that a lot when not really understanding brows like that. So, yeah. Tell you, them clients on stage be humbling me. I love that you did a soft cut crease. If it was harsh, it might age your look. Very fresh. Yes. I'm not a fan of cut creases when they're so sharp like that. More prior to those people that love to wear it. I'm not taking that away from anybody, but sharp cut creases is just not, I'm not a fan of. I've tried them before when I first started playing around with makeup and all that. And it just, even though I was young, I look older. Like that wasn't, no, at all. Okay, so let me find some mascara. This is L'Oreal Luminous Carbon Black. Voluminous. I don't know what I said. Morphe powder bronzers are my top 5 of all time, Brit. They don't play. The fact that you're saying that is crazy. So, because I've been on a hunt for bronzing powders. Classic mascara. Listen, can't go wrong with this at all. Got some of the wonderful pieces on my eyelash. Pad, House Labs, NARS, and Lancome are the other top 4. Okay. I really need to check out Pat for sure. For powders, because you're not the only person. A lot of people have been saying about Pat for powders. Like the powders doesn't, for me at least, doesn't need to be highly pigmented because I can do that with foundation. I just need it to bring color back to the face. Does that make sense? And then just to keep it skin like, I'll drop my top 10 in the DMs, Brit, if you're looking for bronzing powders. Powders, bronzing powders, anything like that. Yeah, definitely. Let me double coat the top. Please and thank you. I appreciate it because I've been on a hunt for a minute and I wanted to, and I didn't want to just pick up anything because I love MAC too, but I want to look at MAC. Look at other products that are out there on the market that I haven't, especially brands I haven't really played with like that when it comes to complexion. So, started mascara is amazing. Let that dry. Yeah, so let that dry some more. Okay, so I am going to. I'm using Made by Mitchell's his no what all smudge no budge. What color are you? This is Tiger's Eye, so it's like a brown. Yeah, it's a brown. It's like a really dark brown, cool tone brown. I'm putting that in my waterline. And his liners, they really don't move. I cannot stand when you put a liner in a waterline and as soon as you blink, it moves. What? I can't. And his liners are awesome. I love his liners. And they glide on so good too. I love Milani and Charlotte's for bronzer, and Tom Ford has an amazing cream bronzer duo. Thank you, Kat. Okay, so which I know Jamie's gonna get on me about this, but we're gonna still use what's left of the NYX pencil. We don't know the color, it's just a dark brown. So yeah, let's get it going. Time is 10:16. Oh, Jamie, do you mind DMing me the pencil you told me the last time? You don't mind? 1 second. Oh, that's just my face hairs. I'm like, what the heck is on my face? Can I repeat what I said? The you had recommended me a liner. I think it's called Root, but I don't remember by who. Do you mind DMing it to me so I can check it out? Please. Okay, as you know, I'm gonna do the new lip, but this time I'm gonna add like a pink hue to it. And then top it off. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's see. Latte. I think I'm gonna use the Latte Color Fix. I can leave it in the permanent comments. Oh, you mean on YouTube? Yeah, that works too. Appreciate you. Let's see. If you didn't know, you can use the Color Fix all over the face, including the lips. So I'm putting Latte, and then I'm gonna top it off with the gloss. You love this look. I'm gonna go back over it with a liner before I put the gloss down. Where did it go though? Where did you go? Out of my hand. Oh wow, it's in my face. Terrible. Oh my gosh. And then color fix, especially if you're a bride or you're going to a wedding or you just don't want your lips to move, color fix is that girl, I'm telling you. Hmm. I did a wedding during the winter and I was color fixing everybody, honestly. I didn't want that thing to move, honey. I mean, you can drink with it. It's not gonna move. So I like to use color hooks on the lips if I know they're going to some kind of event like that. Mm-hmm. Or they're gonna be talking a lot. Yep. I'm gonna slap color hooks on you. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I'm going to reinforce the color on the cheeks now. Um, hold on. Just a little bit. Once I find the colors. Okay, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD Skin Blush and Glow palette to kind of reinforce the kind of bring the center of my face with those colors as well. Because it kind of is there, but you see how it's a contrast, like a huge contrast. I feel like from my eyes to my lips, it's giving blending with my skin a little bit. So I'm going to put the colors. Thank you guys. Stunning, gorgeous, or whatever. So I'm going to use. What am I going to use? Some of this red in here a little bit. And I'm also going to use Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in Flesh and Dancing Queen. Yeah, you see, now that looks like it's bringing some life back into the skin, honey. That's pretty. That's from the HD palette. That red, it's like a burnt red, brick red. Yeah, that's pretty. Bringing some of that over here. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Bringing it in the front, and then I'm going to use Dancing Queen towards the back. And I like to bring it by my eye and my temple. Oh, I forgot. Noe said she want a wing liner. My bad. I'm getting there. I literally just forgot about that. I just thought about it now. So sorry. Trying to incorporate everything that y'all wanted. Okay. You love the look. Thank you. Thank you, Peach. All right. Make sure these two are blended together here. Okay. And now the wing liner. Let's see. I can do it in using a color fix, or which I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna put a wing liner brush though. Mhm. I know. I totally forgot about it. I was like, dang, I forgot about that. Okay, let me look at my brushes. Which one can give me this line? Okay, here we go. For this one, which one? What's this? Okay, so this one is for, because I don't really talk about my brushes, but this one is from Crown. This was an angle definer, is what it's called. It's C409. I'll put it on the back of this so you can see it's really tiny. And I like to use angle brushes for liners. Just to make sure these color fixes are. Nicely put away. All right, I'm gonna use the Groundswork palette. It's just the Potted by Danessa Myricks. I'm gonna use the that black pomade right there. And I'm going in with black because these colors on my eyes are dark. If I go with anything lighter, it might not show up as I think. So I don't go all the way across my eye because I don't like to close my eye in. So I'm trying to go up, see where my liner is. I would have done this before mascara, but that's okay. Like to give me a straight line all the way down before I start angling. And then I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to flip my brush on this side to come down this way. So I'm giving myself some space, and I'm going to go on the top of that line. That's where I'm aiming, for the top of the line, not for the bottom, the top. So I'm going to aim right here and come at an angle and let it meet and connect like that. And then just fill in. I'm not worried about the wing part. I'm going to show you what I do for that. I'm just going to worry about filling in that gap. Ooh, hopefully you guys can see. And then Remember, it was flipped this way. Now I'm going to flip it down and lightly flick my brush to create a wing. Like that, or whatever. And then, continue to fill in. That's it. Super easy. I mean, if you practice. So again, I have a cat eye. So I have almond shaped eyes. So I try my best to mimic that and not close my eyes in. So if I keep it on the outer edge, then it gives me that illusion of more of a cat eye look. So that's way more flattering on me. So I'm going to turn my brush over this way to do that straight line. And if you're not great at making lines, if you have a shaky hand, just do small strokes till you meet all the way to the end. Okay. Then I'm going to turn my brush this way. Oh, no, not that way. This way. And I'm going to aim for the top part of the line, not the bottom, the top. Give myself some room. You can always see what you did on this side. And I'm just going to drag at an angle till it meets to that line. And then come down. And I'm going to fill in that line. Showing the good technique. And then I'm going to flip my brush down to create the wing from underneath what we created and lightly flick. The thing about wing liners, you can't be heavy handed. If you're heavy handed, you're going to sit there and continue to fix your wing and continue to fix your wing. It's just going to get bigger and crazier. So light strokes and light hand is the way to go. So I'm going to go from the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to come up at an angle to flick. There's a gap in my flick. I'm just going to stamp it. There we go. All right, and then I'm just cleaning up the line. I'm not fixing anything. I'm just filling in what's not there. And that's it. Then I'm checking on both sides to see if it matches. It should. And that's it. That is all she wrote. Hopefully that was easy to understand. All right, so I'm going to spray my face down. First, I'm going to get rid of this hairline. Makeup on this hairline is crazy. Ooh, I forgot to put highlight. I'm going to do that right now. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna stay within the purple pinkish family. So we're gonna go with Piece of Cake right here. This is from the Lightwork Volume 1 palette from Denisa Myrick's. And we are going to sprinkle some dust powder. Put it at the brow bone. So pretty. Love, yes. I love that you guys love it. I don't know if that's blended. Let me grab my mirror. Mm-hmm. That's cute. And I brought blush up here a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so now we're going to spray. I'm taking my Lonata Moisture Mist. I haven't showed you guys this for the sake of me not going anywhere. So, but I just gonna go ahead and show you. So I sprayed my whole face down with the spray. And it's very ghetto, but we're gonna use the color wheel to fan me out so it can dry down properly. And it's a fine mist spray. Yes, it is. I like that you guys love it. Let me take this clip out. So I look like somebody. I'm gonna keep the hair up though. All right, you guys. We're gonna do a final look. Came out super cute. And this is really pretty. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is really pretty. So this is the final look. We did a cut crease with Danessa Myricks. We're Danessa Myricks down today. Super pretty purples, pinks all over the face. And then this is really tasteful. Like I would wear this on a like if I'm going out, I would definitely wear this. Super pretty. But yeah, hope you guys like it. Standing ovation, period. Rick, I hope you know you have to be an active MUA until I'm married, at least. I will be active. I should be, shoot. You are 19 though, but I should be still slanging them brushes, you know. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon, especially like education, for sure. But I'll stand back for any questions that you guys may have, or if you didn't catch what I used or said what it was, please let me know. And I'll try to remember what I said or put down. Need to hire you for the wedding, period. I love that you're thinking ahead. I love that for you. Oh, that's so sweet though. All right, you guys. So if without any questions, we're going to go ahead and end the live. Thank you so much for watching. Replay crew, thank you for coming all the way down to 2 hours and 30 minutes. But thank you for watching it all the way through. We did a couple of requests. I try to tackle all the requests tonight, but if you do have more requests and you like the request live, then put it in the comments, or you can DM me or anything, or just let me know and we'll make it work for the next live. But as always, the Makeup Lounge Live are on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So come join us for at least like 2 hours and 30 minutes, but really like 2 hours. And you'll learn something new. We have fun. We all learn at the same time usually. And yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. We get to play in makeup. You get to learn technique and everything. So I hope you guys love it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Good night. Good night.